Hello, I'm back. Off the camera, I did some updates. I improved the animation speed, so Flappy Bird flap wings a little bit more often, and also updated the texture and geometry, clean up a little bit, so it looks a little bit better. Anyways, we are going to see only this side, so it's still a little bit messy, and I cannot do too much because I messed up with UVs, and there is a lot of bleeding happening. From the distance should be fine, so just make it a little bit better. It does not hurt the purpose of the tutorial. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to implement movement part of the bird. Let's start the editor, Flappy Bird, and let me create a Git repository for all of this stuff, just to make me a little bit more comfortable with it. So I'm just going to copy git ignore here, and we'll make very first commit, initial commit. So initial commit, we have commit. I'm not going to push it anywhere, it's just going to be local git repository, just feel me a little bit in control of situation. So we have a bird, and we want to implement some bird metrics and physics, and I'm going to implement physics instead of reusing Unreal Engine physics or character controller, because I think it's easier, and also maybe give you some more information on how things are working. So I can delete this stuff, we do not need it anymore. And for physics, we need velocity of the bird, and it's going to be only vertical velocity, so it's vz, I guess, vz, and we will start with 0, and let's compile. So in begin play, we will set vz to 0, and on the tick, we would do vz plus minus equal delta time, and probably we would need to have 9.8 meters per second squared, so we need to convert it to centimeters, right? And we get the location, so it's gonna be get actor location, and z of location is going to be plus equal vz times delta time, and then we would do set actor location, and I think it should be f vector 0, I think like this, set actor location. Yep. Is it 9.81? I could put 10. It doesn't matter, but like whatever. Let's put like a real values. We still would need to tweak stuff. I'm wondering why it takes forever to recompile everything. Why it's recompiling everything? Doesn't seems to be look right. Oh, this is my bad. We should not have make file, I guess. It looks like it's recompiled whole engine. That's not good. I guess I'll stop it. So I should call build.sh. Hopefully things are not going to be broken. Okay, so now, oh, wait a second. That's the wrong thing. Because I want to do burn. So get burn, get a relative location, I guess. Get relative location, burn, set relative location. Yeah. And I can do it this way, I guess. Okay, so as soon as I press start, bird should like start falling down. Oh, and it's falling down really fast. So this is the thing to start tweaking things. So let's make it 10 times less. And I think I know what's going on because of the scale. So I think now it should be correct one. It is actually a little bit slow, so we would do what we always do. We just tweak it until it looks good. Yep. So we need to set up controllers, and of course I do not remember how to do this thing. I think I will open one of my projects and look up how I do it, because Unreal Engine 5 got enhanced controllers, and I never remember how did they do it. So I'm going to look at my old project, previous project, which is my project Golden Orb. I'm working on it slowly. I was thinking to finish it in a month. Okay, so controllers, actions, and we just need a jump. So we have input action. Input action. There is only input actions. And input mapping context. Okay, so we need to create input mapping context. So let's create input mapping context. Let's call it input mapping context default. And we need to create input action, and we would call it input action jump, I guess, or maybe tap. So so it's a trigger, tap, and we will do it on spacebar. And I think this is it. So save all, and then I'm going to look at the source code. So now I can close Golden Orb, and we want to look at the source code, and it should come from the character. So we will add tap action, and we will also have function which would be tap. So here I'm probably, yeah, so I'm using my object finder thingy. Tap action, tap. So this is the function. We'll put it here. So let me do it in this way. So it's like a modern C++ feature. Then you can put the return parameter after the name of the function. And I like it this way because I can see name of the function easily, because like if it's if for example it returns this thing, it would look like this, and it's kind of zigzaggy, and now it's kind of straight, and I can also sort functions like this, so I like it this way. Anyways, so we have tap action, and we need to do tap action and use the option finder, and I'm just going to copy paste this thing, and u input action, and I'm going to put this thing, copy reference here. We need to include for u input action, input action include. It looks happy, and then we were setting up things. Set up player input component. I am just going to get input component, and what we need to do, check if it's able to cast. It's actually doing checked casting, so I think it's gonna do, I think it will crash here. I think it's okay. Let's let it crash. So input component, and then input component find action, and we are going to bind tap action to say it's a trigger event and a burn tap. And now we need to implement tap auto a burn tap when. So we can just add the log line here, and I use again my quality of life plugin to generate log lines, and in this tutorial I'm not going to do this thing, so I need to look up how I implemented logging here. And actually I should look on the private log, and this is what we are doing here. UE log log temp. So Unreal Engine logging is very verbose, so it's kind of hard to see your own log lines, and to be able to see them in the a lot of log lines, I like to do warning logs because they are yellow and standing out. Text, and I'm just going to do tap here. So let's compile, and now then I press space, it should show logline tap. Input action file not found, and it's not found because I need to add module enhanced input in the build.cs file. So, and we have input core, but we do not have enhanced input. Here we go. And it's still not happy. You enhance input component, and I think I need to include enhanced input component just checked. Okay, and let's go look at the output log and see if then I press space, it does nothing. Interesting. Clear log. There is something missing. MC default. Should I put it in the map? MC default. Spacebar. What is missing? I think this thing has to go somewhere. Input mapping context. And I think I'm missing something. Oh, okay. So default mapping context. I see. So default mapping context. Okay, so I have to do this thing. Default mapping context. And then default mapping context. Input mapping context. And copy reference. Put it here like this. And I think I just copy paste this part in the begin play, and we should be good to go. Include this. Yeah, things become more complicated with enhanced input stuff, but I guess it's better. I do not see yet benefits of it. Constructor helper, you input mapping context. Okay, so let's see if space is going to work now. Nope, it doesn't work. Oh, it does work. It's kind of strange because I pressed probably 3 times and I've got way more. Trigger consumer value tab digital float vector triggers consume input triggers like this maybe. Clear logs. Okay, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Now what we would do vz equals n is too little, so let's do 20. 20 is too little too, let's do 40. So I like to, then I'm tweaking to do sort of a binary search, so I'm doubling value every time. So 40 is also too little, let's do 80. 60, maybe 300. So I think going up is pretty good. Going down is a little bit slow. So we will do this thing. So going up, let's do 600. 4, 5. Okay, so now I'm going to set up rotation based on the VZ. Set relative rotation, F rotator. So let's plop VZ here for now, and let's see how it's gonna be. So it's rotating too much. So let's do divide by 20, and it should have a negative sign here. So probably 10. So tweaking values. Yeah, look at this. Look at this beauty. Okay, so now we are going to make tubes in Blender. I guess one tube is a pipe, tube, pipe. So let's make the pipe. So 3D cursor 0, 0, -10. So we are going to make cylinder, so sort of this size, like this, and so this one probably should set to 0. Actually, like this, and this thing just will go like this. Okay, and we are going to call it pipe, SM pipe, and we will make material which we would call also M pipe, and give it green color, slightly darker. Yeah, I think this is it. We have a mesh, and we are going to send it to Unreal. I pressed Alt U, send to Unreal. So we should have a pipe here. You know, while I'm here, let me update some materials. I want to add a little bit of roughness to this material. It is a little bit too shiny. So let me make it rough. So let's do... Actually, I kind of like it. Like this. I did not save, right? It's kind of get nice glossy look. Huh. Maybe that's better. Anyways, and we've got the pipe. So it looks like this. Let's make it nanite just for fun. And scale build settings. I do not know what it is. I think I will. I think I will do it in the code. I know I'm not very happy with the look at the. So let me do a little bit of tweaks. Whatever. It's fine. So let's make new class. Let's make the commit first. So we are we added bird make bird go up on pressing space. Okay, so now I'm going to create new class for pipes. New class, and it's going to be let's do actor static mesh actor, and we are going to call it pipe, right? Pipe H already exists. FB pipe, project pipe. So if there is a overload, quite often people call it my something. I give a project on front, so it's kind of same thing, my pipe or project pipe. I prefer not to use the name of the project inside the project, because if I want to reuse this file, I would need to rename everything to make it consistent, and now I can just copy it everywhere. Okay, we have pipe now. So this is generated. Put triangle stuff here, and let's implement constructor a project pipe mesh equals get static mesh component mesh set static mesh, and we need to find the mesh for the pipe, and it's not skeletal mesh, it's a static mesh, and copy reference and copy it here. Wait a second, what just happened here? Copy reference. Okay, I think I just did not click on copy. I think this is good for now. I think it's good for, this is the whole implementation of project pipe. So one thing what I forgot is set the scale, and I'm just going to copy paste scale here. So this is still big. Oh, wait a second. Yep, look at this beauty. So I need to have actor which would place pipes. Yeah, I could probably, instead of like having multiple actors, I could probably do instance meshes. So let's do this thing with instant meshes, and to do this thing I need to look up static mesh actor. I'm not sure why ground is. Okay, let's keep it static mesh actor. It's let's make it properly. So it's going to be actor, and it's going to be actor, and we will have scene component, actually root component, and this one is going to be pipe, and create default sub object. This one is going to be pipe, create default sub object, instance static mesh component, we call it pipe, and set root component default sub object, use scene component, we call it root component, use scene component, set static mesh, pipe, set static mesh, pipe attached to component, get root component. I kind of I can scale it in Blender. So let's scale it. Apply scale. So I think it's better like this. So we have pipe. We attach it to root component, and now on construction, so we can have auto on construction const transform final a project pipe transform f transform. We would do pipe super on construction transform clear instances pipe add instance f transform f rotator 0 0 0 f vector 0 0 0. Okay, so project pipe. Hey, things are happening. So now let's do 4. Let's do 10 for now, and let's do offset on Z. And so maybe 250. Okay, so this guy should go to here. Oh, let's see how I've set burn. So I've set it to 400. So we do minus 400 and move it like this. Okay, so now we should start move the burn. Set relative and actor would be set actor location, and what we should move on X. So get actor location plus f vector delta time 0 0, and let's do 1 meter per second for initial movement. So there is no collisions, and also tubes kind of, that's kind of interesting idea. So what if I do it this way? So camera would follow the burn. That's interesting. So I feel like I need a little bit more distance between tubes. Pipe. So I did so maybe twice more. Wait a second. So now it's too easy. So let me do 75 and 75. One thing I realized, pipes are too short. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it really long. So let's see if it's gonna be. Oh yeah, it is kind of challenging to play. Yep. So let's do scoring system now. Okay, I made 10 pipes. I need way more. So let's do 100. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can make 1,000. It's instanced, so it's very easy to generate a lot of them. I made 1,000. Amazing. So let's do scoring system. So we need to have UI. So let's work on UI now. For UI, we need to create a new class, and it's going to be user widget class. User widget, and I like to call it HUD UI create class. Let's make the commit first. So oh wait, kind of don't like them to be DOS type. That's better. Okay, so pipes. So let's do UI, HUD UI. So we made HUD UI. Let's also make them Unix. And so next thing, we need to create blueprint out of this guy. So we have HUD UI, and now here we are going to make blueprint class derived from HUD UI. HUD UI, which is derived from user widget. So, and here I like it to call blueprint HUD UI. And what we are going to do, we are going to drop the canvas here, and as a test I'm going to put some text here, and that's it for now. Save all. Now we need to create HUD class. So HUD next, and yeah, see, it's called my HUD, but I like to call it project HUD. And also I like to have full camel case, so it's like this. Okay, so we've got project HUD, which is also going to convert to Unix, and clean up a little bit. So this code is essentially duplicated on all of my projects. So in project HUD, I'm going to instantiate my HUD UI, and I'm just going to save my brain power and just copy it from my existing projects. Project HUD. So essentially we have this guy. Anyways, it is copy paste of all this stuff. Yeah, it's just copy paste. Except for some reason so I cannot use class finder here, and I have to look up how did I do class finder, and it is in bird.cpp. Here we go. This is the class finder. So it is more verbose, and we are looking for the class user widget. user widget. I think it's just a HUD UI, and it's going to be first party BP HUD UI. If not HUD UI, return, and we will log stuff. And how we logging? We do this thing, and I think I should do error. HUD UI is not initialized. F input mode game only. Get first player controller. I think this is it. Let's compile this guy. Okay, things are compiled. It is still not going to work. We are not going to have HUD yet. So let me demonstrate it. There is no HUD. So what we need to do, we need to say to use project HUD in the game mode class. So this is the game mode class. We are already saying to use bird as a pawn class, and we are doing default HUD or HUD class equals and include project HUD.h a project HUD static class. So now hopefully we will see default text on top of the screen. Yeah, text block. So we see text block, and now we can set up our score. So how we would do this thing? I think I'll just add the function public set score a HUD UI score, and this is the our interesting thing, which is I use in my quality of life plugin. So I can query the properties from the, so like a HUD UI is C++ class, and we derived blueprint class from it and put some stuff on it. And here I can show you how to get access to it. Quality of life, right? So I have get prop implementation, and it will get the access to different types of properties. And currently I need to get access to the object property. So what we can do, we do find property by name equals get class find property by name, and then we can do name here, and name score txt. Maybe I did not give the name yet. Let's give a name to the property. So we have text block, and let's call it score txt. So we've got the property, and it's kind of generic property, and then we can convert it to score txt. First of all, we check if not property, so we just return here, and also we complain about stuff, and to complain we do UE log. I never remember, this is why I made my plugin log temp error text. And here we would say score text is missing. Score text, we would do cast field f object property obj property, again if not obj property. Score is not object, and then finally we can do score text equals cast u what is it, u text block obj property get property value in container is 0, and score text set text. There is another abomination here. We have to use localization stuff. Let me yeah, so like I have another thing. So nc loc text project score. Let's put score for now. Let's see if it compiles. Okay, yeah, it should be u HUD UI. Okay, it compiles, and in the bird we will have score probably int score equals 0, and we need to get the HUD. And again, I do not remember how to do this thing. So this is the way. So first we've got the HUD, which is player controller. So we need to get the controller of the bird actor and get HUD, and it's a project HUD. And as soon as we get project HUD, we need to get HUD UI. So first let's check if not HUD return, and we complain UE log, and again I do not remember how to do it. So let me see, log temp error text no player controller attached to bird or class. I do not know what to put here. So, and now we need to find HUD UI, and it is easy, just a HUD UI, I guess. Yeah, and I guess I can just do score 0. So let's see. So as soon as I press play, it should say score colon, something like this. Yeah, it did. So now we need to set the value of the score. And to do this thing, this is a good question. I do not remember. Set text. There is a plenty. I think this one is pretty good example on how to do this thing. Set text, ftext format, and then score args, and then we would say f format named is args and score v. Yep. So now it should print score 0. Yeah, now it's printed score 0, but it doesn't do here anything. So let's implement it. So let's go to bird.cpp and let's do float next score equals 500. So next score equals 500 and factor location const auto. So let's see if location.x greater next score, we would do plus plus score and update it, and next score plus equal. So there is a duplication. So in the pipe we are spacing them by 400. So let's call it spacing, and let's make it here spacing equals static const float const expr. Yeah, so now we can do a project pipe spacing and include project pipe.h. Are you happy? Next score. I think it's happy. I have feelings I have to do it const expr const maybe. So now we should have scoring system. Bloom. Yep. Let's make it bigger. So font. Let's make it regular also, and big like this, and make it centered. Compile. We implemented scoring. Okay, let's make the commit score. So next thing, we want to detect collisions. I think we can do it in the bird collision detection. Collision detection. So let's see, where do I have collisions? I think in the golden orb. I have it in the loot. There is no collision, it's just proximity. Where we have collisions. We have collisions in projectile. Yep, on hit. So bird on component hit at dynamic is a bird on hit. Okay, and u function void on hit, and we need to get the list of parameters, and it's this one. Okay, and then Have to do UE log, and let's call it heat. So I think this is it to implement collisions. Let's see if it's gonna compile and switch to log output, and it doesn't work. Let's see, skeletal bird physics assets. Maybe pipes do not have colliders. Pipe. There is a collider for pipe. I'm missing something and I cannot remember what I'm missing. Let me see in the properties, maybe it will help me. Generate overlap events, maybe it's this thing during the level streaming. Collision. Character. Generates hit events. Ah, okay. Simulation generate hit events. So I think this part is missing. On heat. Use skeletal mesh component. On component heat. Simulation generates heat events must be enabled. Let me ask ChatGPT how to do it. How to enable in C++ in UE. Set notify rigid body collision. True. Let's see if it's gonna work. Nope, it doesn't work. So there is another thing. We can do begin overlap. So let's do begin overlap probably. On component begin overlap. Or maybe on actor hit. Ah, look at this. There is no actor hit. Why doesn't work? It should work. Set notify rigid body collision true. So I think begin overlap is more robust way to do things. On component begin overlap. On component begin overlap. And okay, let's see if it's gonna do any. Didn't do anything. So weird. Okay, let's see in the source code. Okay, and a pipe. Oh, it doesn't do things, but let's restart Unreal Engine. Oh, how many? Oh, too many. Close. Oh no. Oh man, I opened too many. Here we go. Okay, let's see. There is a no. Why it's not working? Let me, I don't know, put the cube. Nope. Something wrong with the burn, I guess. I don't know. Generate overlap events. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, it says generate overlap events. Physics asset, alright. Generate overlap events. Why I'm not seeing collisions? No. What if I put it in begin play? Sometimes it helps. Nope, it didn't help. Oh, collision preset, no collision. Overlap all. Okay. This is crucial missing part. Okay, set collision profile name. Overlap all. Yes. Okay. Finally. So the problem was very silly. I did not set up profile, collision profile. So now things are working. So in bird we have hit, and we can check what is our actor is. Let me delete all of this stuff. So the pipe equals cast pipe. If not pipe, return, and hit pipe. Include pipe, project pipe, hit pipe. So we hit pipe, and if we hit pipe, we would say bool game over equals false. In begin play, we would say game over equals false. We would say game over equals true, and we will notify HUD about this thing. I'll just copy paste all this nonsense, and we would say game over, and HUD UI will have auto game over. I would probably do this thing. I'll just put war and put like a game over here, like this. Okay, and on tick we would do if game over return. Yay, look at this. Let me add the ability to restart the game. So if game over, we would do, let's see, let's do init here, and auto a bird init, and then here we would do init. Set actor location 0 0. Next score game over. 0 score. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyways, this one is temporal. I think I would do like an end screen level and oh my god, this game is so hard. One. Oh, oh my goodness. This is really hard. Oh. So I think I should aim like a... I do not know what is strategy. Okay, I think I've got it. No. Okay, so took forever. This thing we should not forget to do. Set collision profile name and implement game over, I guess. Game over, and I think this is going to be second part of the tutorial, and we will continue next time. See you next time on the part 3. Bye.